Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So my Wing Chun friend again sent me a message. Okay, and the message said, Hendrik doesn't understand Taijiquan, and thus Hendrik do not understand what is a Jin. Okay, it is wrong, Hendrik's understanding. And the truth of Jin is this. Jin is the physical manifestations of Qi and is simply force path. Simply force path. Okay, so this is what the Taiji expert claim. Jin is the physical manifestations of Qi and it is simply force path. Okay, so this video from Taiji Grandmaster is sent to prove that, as evidence to prove that this is proper, and Hendrik doesn't understand Taijiquan, thus Hendrik doesn't understand Jin and Qi. Okay, and let's look at this thing. Look at this this video and the key point here. First, it says here, what about muscle itself? He said that without conducting of Qi, muscle cannot play its role. Okay? And then it going on this way. With this picture here, he said that the arms are so thick, but why not have strength? Okay, and this is called Jin here. Okay, this is Jin. Okay? Here in Chinese, this word is Jin. Okay? So he says strength here is actually mean Jin. Okay? This Jin here. Now, over here, his explanation is here. Choke Qi is not smooth and cannot be exerted. Thus, you cannot have a Jin, you cannot have strength. Okay? So this is what I was shown here, okay, by my Wing Chun friends, and what this Tai Chi expert is saying, okay. So in other words, that he believed that Jin is the physical manifestations of Qi and is simply force path. And this guy in the video is saying that when Qi is not smooth or choke, then there is no Jin here. Okay, is this true? Is this true? Okay, so before we get into, I want to show you what happened in China based on somebody in 1930s. Okay, before that, let's look at this thing. Okay, let's look at this thing in today's biomechanics. In today's biomechanics, why do you think this don't have strength? Is that because of there's no blood circulation there, no Qi energy circulation there, or is the body is misaligned, imbalanced? Okay, well, we in biomechanics we know that this is about imbalance, and the body cannot proper use, the mechanic cannot proper use because of a certain angle. It is not about any energy flow or any kind of circulation. Okay, we can go scientific and check it with the biomechanics. Okay, see what is the root cause. Yes, what is the root cause of this thing? It doesn't have much strength. What is the root cause of that? Okay, instead of making a claim there, oh, because of there's no Qi, that's why there's no Jin, and that's why Jin is the physical manifestation of Qi and is simply force path. Okay, and then Hendrik doesn't understand Taijiquan, so that's why Hendrik doesn't know all this Jin and Qi stuff. Okay, so let me bring you to what exactly it is. The Jin and the Qi. Okay, the Jin and the Qi stuff. Okay, and again, I don't want to put myself as subjective. I want you to see the evidence, by the real expert. So let's go to 1930, okay? So first, we need to know this guy, okay? His name is Ma Li Tang, okay, or Dr. Ma Li Tang. He is a very famous Chinese medicine doctor, a Chinese top Qigong master. Okay, in fact, he healed a lot of many generals of the China. Okay, and he is one of the top martial artists of China. Ma Li Tang is his name. Okay, now let's get to see who he is. So, Dr. Ma Li Tang, when he was 7 years old, he trained Shaolin Tan Tui. Okay. And then he's trained in Xingyi Bagua, okay? And at the 1930s, when the Russian fighter challenged the Chinese martial artist Han Muxia in Beijing, Ma Li Tang was there, and he saw that the 11 gold medal. Okay, when Han Muxia defeat the Russian fighter, okay, he saw that. So they are school brothers, okay, with Han Muxia and Wang Zhiping and Jiang Yongqiao. Okay, all these famous people you can check in the Chinese martial arts history. So in 1931, Ma Li Tang, okay, become the student of the Xingyi Liu Weixiang of Xingyi, and Liu Weixiang is Guo Yingsheng's student. People can go check it. Okay, this is internet real thing going out to the core people. And Ma Li Tang also studied Taijiquan with Liu Caichen, and then he studied push hand and different type of force handling with Du Xingwu. Okay, Du Xingwu is also a really well-known person at that time. Okay, and I'm going to go especially to introduce you to Du Xingwu later here. Okay, so Ma Li Tang went to university. Okay, so he's a guy who went to university. At that time, in his the martial art group, he invited Sun Lutang, okay, Sang Yinxiang, Liu Caichen, Heng Shoushan, and all those become the advisor and the teacher of his martial art group, okay, in university. Okay, so in 1930s, Ma Li Tang wrote in a magazine to evolve traditional Chinese martial art. He stated that the Chinese must let go to the self-righteousness and the concept of I am more advanced than you, I am proper, you are not proper, my style is better than you, those kind of concepts. So Ma Li Tang don't like that, okay, at that time. And Ma Li Tang also want to expose the scam of the martial art at that time. The Chinese martial art have scam, okay? So he doesn't want to make martial art mysterious stuff. And then he also object to martial art become dance, okay? He said martial art has to be able to strengthen the body and be able to fight, okay? So at that time, there are all kind of movement, okay? And this is Ma Li Tang is actually a person who can fight, okay? And this is history, okay? So this is Ma Li Tang. I want you to know about him, okay? Now, so he's a Xingyi guy. He's an internal art guy, okay? And is close to the root. Now, he investigated Zhanzhuang, And in 1942, okay, he was with the founder of iYikKam, Wang Xiangzai, and then Chang Fengzhi, and then this Chi master. They are actually discussing on the martial art and the Qigong standing pose, which is want to fuse the Buddhist, the Confucius, Buddhist, and Taoist technology together and make it to create a new technology. So now you know, okay, Wang Xiangzai, Chang Fengzhi, all these are big name, okay? So you know who is Ma Litang, okay? Now, I want to tell you who is Du Xingwu. This is Du Xingwu here, okay? So Ma Litang also, his another teacher of Ma Litang also is Du Xingwu, beside Liu Weixiang, who is the student of Guo Yingsheng, of Taiji, of the Xingyi, okay, who is very famous. Everybody know this internet art guy, real deal guy, okay. So let's go to the Du Xingwu. So this is Du Xingwu. So who is he? He is the bodyguard of the father of modern China, Sun Yat-sen, okay. He is the bodyguard. So what happened is that when he was a few years before that, his friend is one of the aides of the emperor, okay, who want to reform China. And this Tan Chitong, who is a Du Xingwu's friend, telling him the Chinese has to reform. You know, it's no use to just kill some bad guy, okay? Chinese has to be reformed, educated, okay? And so later on, this is the last empress, Cixi, okay, due to political, beheaded Tan Chitong in Beijing, and Du Xingwu went assassinate her, and it doesn't success. That's why he fled, and then later become the bodyguard of Sun Yat-sen. Okay, so this is who they are. Okay, the people who deal with the Grandmaster Ma Litang be with. Okay, the revolutionists and the guy who really fight the Russian fighter, and be with all this internal art guy, including this Sun Lutang, and then this Wang Xiangzai. Okay, so he's a college graduate. Now, after you know him, I want to introduce you to another guy. So this Shangji is Ma Litang's student. So Shangji is good in Xingyi Quan, and guess what his occupation? He is a university professor in mechanics. Okay? So you know Ma Litang is college graduate, and you know that Shangji, his student, is a professor in mechanics in university. Okay? Now, let's go for it. They both, okay, so Ma Litang, Grandmaster Ma Litang, okay, wrote a book which is Shangji, who is editing it, okay, and writing it, and based on Ma Litang's idea. So guess what? This is Qigong with modern physics. This is one chapter inside there, okay? Qigong modern physics. Qigong start with control theory, okay? And over here, he clearly define what Jin is. What Jin is. This is clearly defined, okay, by Ma Li Tang, written right down by Shangji, the professor of the mechanics, in a scientific way. Okay? So here he said that using mechanics terminology, Jin is a 3D, a changing 3D spiral force. Okay? And then he said that force is an applications and a life application of strength. Jin is from strength. Okay, Li is strength here. Okay, so the source of the Jin is actually the strength, the Li. Okay, and here he talked about Qi. So Qi is the base of it. Okay, and then he said via intentionally control the body, the physical body, to get it. Okay, so in other words, Jin is an application of strength. Okay, and of course your strength need energy. Qi here is energy to supply, to support it. Okay, and how do you get the Jin? Is via intentionally control your body, physical body. And then he go on to explain how strength and the muscle and so forth. Okay, so I present to you guys before. This is the Qi, energy. This is the mechanic, the change of momentum, muscle strength here. This is force. Okay, so look that clearly. Okay, energy is here. This is change of momentum. It related to mechanics, muscle strength, gravity force, and then Jin. Okay, same as here is said. Jin, you have to have the force Jin. You have to have the strength, and then the energy. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. Now, so this is from by Dr. Ma Li Tang and Shangji. Okay, Dr. Ma Li Tang know all this big time real deal guy. He himself is a real deal fighter, and then he himself college graduate. His student is a professor in mechanics. Okay, so he know what the heck he's talking about, and what he said is what I'm saying is accord to what he said. Okay, so I didn't lie to you guys. This is where the internal art guy, the real internal art expert, okay, and who knows science, who knows physics, wrote that. Okay, so get that clear. That's what Jin is about. Okay, now in the same in Dr. Ma Li Tang's book, he said that between the Qi Gong and the meridians. Okay, he said here he mentioned the Yellow Emperor Classic. Okay, because it mentioned the channel and the blood and the Qi circulation. Okay, and then he said that whoever trained Qi Gong, okay, if they do not know the channel characteristics, those stuff, is like a blind man ride a horse. Okay, Qigong and the channel is very closely related. Okay, so you need to know the channels. Okay, as what I keeping saying to everybody. Okay, the 613.3, the fourth element, the Qi element. Okay, the meridians. Okay, one need to know that. Otherwise, one cannot get to the state 13 of the 613.3. Okay, now. So where does this come from? Where does this come from? Well, remember, Dr. Ma Li Tang is belong to Xing Yi. Okay, remember that? He's a student of top Xing Yi master. Okay, like he's the grand student of Grandmaster Guo Yingsheng, and he's the student of Liu Weixiang, Grandmaster. Remember that? So, this is the Xing Yi Nei Gong Jing, the internal development canon of Xing Yi. Okay? And this is whatever it is, the first very beginning sentence is say that internal transmissions, one need to know the channels. Okay? He said that in order to practice the Nei Gong, internal development, one must first know the channel. If the channels, okay, the channels knowledge is not proper, you're going to cause problem. Okay, damaging. Okay, so what is the channel? Is this thing. Okay, so there's the Qi, and the channel is this. Okay, so you know that Jin, according to the ancient Chinese, the proper internal art people who put their life on the line, okay, and be able to describe things in the university educated way, is saying that Jin is an application of of strength. Okay, and energy support the creations of the strength. Okay, it's like this: energy, mechanics, muscle strength, and then the Jin. Okay, that is via somebody who's expert in the internal art. Okay, and know modern science. And also the same thing is said based on the internal art Nei Gong Jing. If you want to talk about Qi, dealing with Qi Gong, internal development, okay, as in this Xing Yi, you better know all these meridians. Otherwise, you're going to get screwed up and damage yourself. Now, after you know this about the reality about the Qi and Jing, look at this. What is this? Jing is the physical manifestations of Qi and simply force path. Well, if you tell me this, I can tell you that based on the real deal of Ma Li Tang and in the scientific way, this person have no idea what is Qi and what is Jing. Also, this is not according to what is happened in the 1930s, 40s, with all this top grade internal art people and the college professor in the mechanics. Okay, so this is the reality, and this is what Chinese martial art have become now today. Everybody is keeping playing a grandmaster in this kind of stuff, while people have no idea what happened. Okay, what happened with all those people who put his life online and keeping one to map everything into science and physics, okay, and follow tradition properly, okay, instead of just go down there, try to be grandmaster of everything and just go create all kinds of stuff here, okay. So, do I understand Taijiquan? I don't need to, because I have all this pioneer tell me what it is. Okay? And by the way, Ma Li Tang is my Xigong. Yes, 麻里汤 is my 西贡. That's why. Okay, that's why I'm doing this. It's not an accident. I am actually continues on their work. Okay, get that straight. Okay, so if you want the big name, I have big name here. Even I don't want to say anything. You want big name, I have big name here. I have big name here. Okay, but what is the point? Big name is no point. Okay, we want the truth, the facts. Okay, so why do I know what I'm doing? Because I know this. I was trained in this kind of stuff. Okay.